Hi, Edith Mudrose. Edith Mudrose is an old lady like I am, and she is a lovely, lovely woman. Well, one night, and she's tall. Oh, is she tall? She'd be really good on a basketball team to this day. She's really up there, and she's thin. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about Edith. One night, I was walking past her house, and she's just off of the main street on Possum Trot, and then her little house is just around the corner. I was walking home. I was visiting with one of my senior friends, and as I was walking home, it was late, really late at night. It was probably around, for us seniors, 11:30 at night is kind of late. But you know what? I saw she had her little light on in her window as I was walking past her house. And I looked in her parlor window. She had the drapes open, and there she was doing her favorite thing, working on jigsaw puzzles. And she was working on one like crazy right there in her living room. She had her light shining on it. I don't think she was going to go to bed till she got that thing solved. Well, anyway, being real tall, I said she'd be great on a basketball team. Some people say she's even tall enough that she could hunt ducks with a rake. Like that. She could just pull them out of the sky. Who needs a shotgun when you're that tall? You need a rake. Well, that's Edith Mudrose. But once Edith gets committed to something, she won't quit until it's done. So I stood there for a minute on the sidewalk, and I was watching her. And, she was putting one of them together, and she had a little jigsaw table there and a chair. And I saw Edith get her long, tall body up into that chair, and she turned around, and she was doing her jigsaw puzzle. She's getting a good view of it from on top of her chair. And then she picked up a piece, and she gave it a real good look through her eyeball. Sometimes she even uses the heel of her shoe. Sometimes she uses a hammer just to hammer them into place. Even if they don't fit there, she's got to get it done. Well, she took that little piece, and she was eyeballing, now where does this little piece go? Oh, well, she took some scissors, and she cut it to fit in there. Then she took her hammer that she has, and she pounded it in. And she jumped on that table so hard that she had her knee up there and everything just to get that thing pounded in, and the table collapsed. Boom! Down she went. And I have a feeling this happens a lot. She thinks a little bit different than other people do, like some other people I know. Sometimes I think a little different too. Oh my goodness, speaking of thinking different, what is wrong with me? Now you know it's a Possum Trot story. I almost forgot. So anyway, she collapsed the table on the floor, and I went up to her window to look and see if she was all right down there. And she was getting up and rubbing on her bottom side a little bit, but she was all right. And that's the way it is with us sometimes. And I know in my own life, sometimes we feel like the pieces in Edith's puzzle were supposed to fit together to make a pretty picture and stuff. But sometimes we don't go in the place where God wants us. It's pretty hard sometimes to fit in a place where you just don't feel like you fit. You feel like you're a misfit. And I don't go there. I just don't go there, Lord. People try to cut pieces and make you fit there and pound you, and it's just not right. But you know what? In God's plan of history and his plan for your life as part of his history is like that jigsaw puzzle picture. And he has a place that's cut out just right for you. And you only, and you're the only one that'll ever fit. So don't feel bad if you feel like a misfit, because people want to try and pound you into doing things and being in places you just feel like you don't belong and you're not comfortable, just like the pieces in Edith's puzzle. But hold on and pray about it, because God has a place that's cut out just for you and you only. And you'll make a beautiful piece in his picture that he's trying to create. So don't worry about it. If you feel like a misfit, don't let people just keep pounding you into where you don't belong. Pray about it, and the Lord will come along and he'll put you just where you belong in that puzzle. It might be a little tiny piece, but if it's missing, it's going to show, and he'll put you in right where you belong. Or if it's a bigger piece, and the colors have to match, and he's got that place just for you. I love you guys. Don't worry about it. God's got a place that's cut out just for you. Okay, bye-bye. I love you guys.